Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Dana and Wendy coffee time. We are lacking our Dana at the moment, but she is doing her best to join us this morning as she is on location, out and about doing her thing. And that's perfectly fine. I am at home doing my thing. So we are welcoming all of you. I'm just going to double check to see that we are on live because, technical stuff, sometimes that happens. As always, I think I'm actually there. There we am. There I am. Okay. Let's see here. I'm just going to welcoming all of you. There we go. Just going to set things up there, and there's my friend. There she is. I knew she wasn't too far. Good morning. Oh my goodness, it's sunny and beautiful there.
It is so sunny and so beautiful. Can you hear me okay?
Yes.
Okay, good. I'm in the beautiful town of Halliburton. Just got
Oh,
up
lucky you.
and grabbed a fresh coffee. And yes, beautiful day here. Beautiful.
Karen says good morning. I don't know if you'll be able to see the comments or not this morning. Karen
No,
George.
not this morning.
No.
Hello, Karen.
Good morning. I hope it's nice. Sorry, I'm just eating blueberries. I hope it's nice and sunny where you are this morning. Sorry. I'm just doing my thing over here eating blueberries.
Today is Blueberry Day, official
Blueberry Day, yeah. So today is question and answer day. And I know throughout the week we get a lot of different questions that come up and different comments, and people approach us for a lot of things. And I know you and I were like, sure, why not? We'll help you out. We always have an opportunity to answer questions for people, but it's what was I going to say? If we don't ever have the answers, then we always look for them or direct them in the right direction towards the people that do know the answers and stuff like that. So do you have any really cool questions that you had come up today, or is there anybody online watching us? We've got about 4 or 5 people watching us if you have any questions, please, put them in the comments and I'll be able to see them and direct them towards Dana or myself, and we can answer all of these cool things. Have you got your coffee though? That's my big question of the morning. You got a coffee? Yep. Good girl. Good girl. Hope everybody else has their coffee as well too. Did you, you get out and about a little bit more than I do these days, so.
Yeah, I've been up since 6. We went for a beautiful moonlight walk last night.
Oh, the moon is full, isn't it?
It's very full. It was beautiful, beautiful. And the stupid thing with cell phones is that it never frickin' takes the picture.
Oh, yeah.
The moon can be as big as, and it just, the camera never takes the right, never gets it.
No.
But anyway, so my girlfriend is like at least a foot taller than I am. Okay. So I did what? Same as James.
I said it doesn't say much. You're short, my dear.
Foot taller than me. So I did 12,000 steps last night. Over 12,000 steps. We did 7.8 kilometers, or I did 7.8 kilometers, whatever. And she's like, whoa, I guess that meant I only did 6,000 steps. I'm like, shut up. Like,
I love it.
It ended up being a long walk. Like, because I was with her, of course, but, drink in hand, walking through the bush, watching the moon, looking for deer tracks. It was a beautiful, beautiful night. So, yeah.
Nice. I love that. I actually miss that. It's been a long time since I did that.
So it was good. And this morning at 6, the moon was like beautiful and big and bright and yellow. And yeah, it was amazing. Amazing. We were trying to figure out what moon it was. Like next month it's the maple syrup moon, but I'm not sure. Sometimes there's a snow moon.
Yeah, sometimes it doesn't make sense. In March, yeah, you're gonna have maple syrup. Sounds good.
Yes, they're all ramping up down here to get the maple syrup ready. They're thinking it's probably going to start running next week. So
Really, that soon? Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
yep, yep.
Yeah, it was the snow moon.
Snow moon, is that what it was?
Yeah, you're right. Snow moon.
Yay! Okay, next question.
Next question.
I think the
Actually,
only, yeah,
it says the March moon is called the worm moon.
the worm moon. Wow, what does that mean?
I have no idea. I don't follow the moon so much. I do, but I don't. I'm
You
not to
should
that degree.
you would be starting your new cycle, seed cycle
Yeah, my new
today
seed cycle.
after
I'm
the
going
seed
into
cycle.
sesame and
Sunflower. Sunflower.
sesame and sunflower. Yep.
I saw a great recipe for some sunflower sesame pesto.
Oh, that would be nice. We're gonna have to
Wouldn't that be
find that.
good? That is a great one. It's like 2 to 3 teaspoons that you're supposed to be having of each, or actually tablespoons of each. So you want to toss that with some nice steamed zucchini noodles.
That
Mm-mm-mm.
sounds really good. I love sesame. What I do basically is grind them up and then just mix them with some applesauce and some cinnamon, some unsweetened
Mm-hmm.
applesauce and cinnamon. So it's a nice little
Next
treat.
next week for my 3 o'clock talks, I'll be doing progesterone production. I was going to do estrogen dominance. Maybe I'll do back and forth, but progesterone, and then I'm going to be talking more about the seed cycling as well next week. So, but I
Nice.
think one of the questions I normally get is, how do we get off of our HRT patch or our
Oh.
estrogen as a 50-year-old woman, right? Or as a older woman. And what are your thoughts, Wendy?
I don't know enough about that, to be honest, to be able to talk about it. So I'll leave it up to you. But I think
Oh,
it's a good thing to try to get off of it,
mm-hmm.
and try to work towards more of a natural thing, because I don't know why, just because I don't like things that are, I don't trust
That
them,
are
because
synthetic. Mm-hmm.
yeah, because it doesn't match properly with the body. Yeah, it's synthetic hormones going towards the body, try to chemically do the things that they're supposed to do, but that's not what our bodies are meant to do. Like, we're meant to stay natural. We're meant to shift and ebb and flow. Sorry, I still eat my blueberries. But it's it's a thing that we just really should work towards, some natural products that will help with that for sure. And
Mm-hmm.
cleansing and doing the whole product. So I think somebody that wants to get off of the synthetic stuff should really work on cleansing their body, preparing it, weaning off, and then weaning into something else, but I'm not quite sure what.
Well, it's a discussion you need to have with your medical doctor so that they can ensure that your blood works okay, and then
Mhm.
you can start weaning the dose down to see how your body responds. But in the meantime, while you're weaning that dose down, you can then switch over to, say, bioidenticals if that's something that you want, or if you're trying to get off of it altogether because maybe you're finished that peak of menopause, or you feel that you're into menopause, and that doesn't affect you the same. But yes, the HRT has for someone a very toxic sort of estrogenic, xenoestrogenic effect to the body. And again, it's all about supporting the liver so that the
Yep.
body can metabolize these hormones properly,
Yep.
right? And supporting the colon, so all of this does as well. But while you're trying to dose down, it's increasing those phytoestrogens so that you can then support that natural estrogen
Yep.
function to the body, and or make sure that all of your vital organs, your inflammation's reduced, and all those things are clear and able to function as they should, so that the body can focus on the things that are necessary and not on the panic. But yeah, that's normally a great question. I'm always like, do you not talk about this with your doctor? Oh no. I'm like, okay, well, you need to talk about it with your doctor
Yeah,
and tell
it's
them that
about the
you're
whole
ready
team.
to, yeah, it's your whole team type of thing. And you want to let them know you want to no longer do this. And they have all that information ready for you. They're ready to do that.
Hopefully.
Or talk to the pharmacist, really. Like,
Yeah.
tell your pharmacist as well, and they are very knowledgeable on the different steps and procedures as well. So, but from my perspective, it's getting the knowledge and making sure that your hormones are good through via blood work or urine samples, and then talking to your prescribing doctor the opportunity to transition to a lower dose, and then eat better to support, do a bit of that self-care to support the body, and look at the real reasons or what's going on in the body to figure out what's causing this
The
over
symptoms.
hormone imbalance, right?
Yeah.
This over hormone imbalance, because we're all going through a hormone imbalance. We're all transitioning to our
Yeah.
next stage of life. So anyways, that's good. I could
Yeah.
go on all day, but
No,
yes.
and that's perfect. And that's good to know, because sometimes I don't think about it from that perspective, that people want to get off of these medicines, even though I'm kind of in that same situation myself, where I take high blood pressure medicine, but I want to get off of it. So, I know the steps that I need to do to get off of it, but I don't think about it with other people for some reason. I don't know. But it does take the
Yes.
whole healthcare team. It has to have a collaboration between your medical doctor and, like you said, the pharmacist and everybody else on your team, to be able to, find the right answers for what it is that you need or want to do. Because again, being bioidentically different from everybody else, it's not just going to be a straight protocol path that everybody takes. It's going to be maybe a little bit of this, a little bit of that, a trial of this, a trial of that, and to get to where you want to go. But with that clear destination in mind, and this is, you can put it towards anything that you talk about, goal setting, dreams, your vision board, whatever. As long as you have that goal, even if it's to increase your steps to 15,000 a day or whatever, if you have that goal in mind, at least you know where you're going. It's not,
Right.
walking into a practitioner's office and not having a set goal that you want to achieve, So it makes it easier for yourself as well as your practitioner to say, okay, well, this is where you want to go. Let's start. Because that's a lot of times, I'll get a client in, or I'll talk to somebody and I'll say, okay, so what is it that you want? And they give you a very vague kind of picture of, I just want to feel better. Well, being very specific and letting us know, well, I want to sleep better at night. I want to have 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. I want to increase my water intake. You have to have very specific, measurable goals, as opposed to, I just want to feel better kind of situation, because it makes it a little bit easier for your practitioner to be able to help you focus in on how to do that, as well as yourself too. And that if your goal is to drink 3 liters of water a day, you can measure that and see that's where you are when you do it. It's when you finish that goal, it's like, check, now on to the next thing kind of thing, So having a very specific goal is, as opposed to, I just want to feel better. I know sometimes it's very hard to articulate that for a lot of people. So, but it is really helpful.
I have a question for you.
All right.
What is serapeptase? What is serapeptase?
It's an enzyme. It's an enzyme that helps with inflammation. I'll just get the exact stuff. It's a product that I use from Biomed. And it actually can help very specifically with inflammation in the mouth. So if you're having issues, so let me see here. But it's a very specific enzyme.
It's an enzyme, yes, to help reduce inflammation and joint pain, or help in those types of things. Studying enzyme, kinase, serapeptase as types of enzymes to help reduce inflammation. More so even with the serapeptase.
Okay.
Wobenzyme. So, and I'm probably breaking up, so I apologize.
Yeah, you are a little bit.
But so that's going to be some new research I'm going to start doing as well with the robenzyme, especially with that anti-inflammatory kind of component to things. Now, what is the serapeptase made from? I know it's a nutraceutical, but the basis of it?
I'm just trying to look it up. My computer's being a little bit slow.
Oh my gosh, my computer yesterday was ridiculous. And then, funny enough, I get to my girlfriend's place and all of the Xbox systems were down across the world.
What?
Nobody could use their Xbox. Yeah.
Oh, there must have been some
Devastating
cranky
for
kids.
families across the world.
Kids. Oh my goodness, that's weird. Xbox. Well, we don't do Xbox in our house. We do the other one.
Probably.
Wait, no, the other one. We're Nintendo. We're a Nintendo family.
So he had to break down and play Minecraft. So it was fun.
Oh no, Minecraft.
I was like, oh, that's the end of the world. Good Lord.
How
serapeptase. No.
I'm trying.
That is a supplement that you take.
I've had it in the house.
That is a supplement that you take.
I do promote it. I have had it in the house. I'm just trying to. I have taken it, but
next week 9 o'clock for our shows, we are going to be talking about enzymes. How about that?
That's a good idea. I was just listening to something about enzymes. Lipase, you need lipase when you have a digestive enzyme to help you digest fat. What's the one for lipase? Oh, there's a few of them. There's another one specifically that you need in a digestive enzyme for proteins. What did you say?
Wendy.
What?
We're going to save it all next week.
Oh, okay. Okay.
We're saving it all next week.
I was just giving out a teaser.
There we go. Enzyme work is so important. And I think with some of the research that's coming out, it is very important.
Oh, most definitely. Yes. Most definitely.
But I'm losing
Oh, that kind of reminds me. I did have a question this week. Okay, so a lady was having issues. I'm really lost here. My computer's just all messed up. Let me find you. I can't. Oh, you're lost. You're lost. There we go. Anyways, a lady has digestive issues, and you're gone too, Dana. So a lady had.
There we go.
You're back. Digestive issues. She was put on like acid reflux, which is a common thing for a lot of people. She was put on a proton pump inhibitor. So I can't remember exactly which one she was on, which actually helped with the acid reflux. But she's getting this thing called globulous sensation. So I wasn't quite sure exactly of the term. And so I had to look it up. But essentially what it is that tightening of the throat, that feeling like you always have to swallow. And it's not an actual tightening, but it's a feeling of tightening that food has a hard time going down, which is something that actually I've heard of in the past. I've actually experienced it. It's a really weird sensation. But looking into it and researching it, I noticed that there is really no etiology with it. So there's no real known cause for it. So actually what I ended up doing is referring her back to a friend of mine who does energy work, because when I was dealing with that, it was very much a throat chakra and heart chakra situation. And there was a lot of anxiety and stuff going on. And I suppose when people have a lot of anxiety with regards to food or situations like that, that they can perhaps maybe have this as an ongoing symptom that keeps happening all the time. So like I said, I directed her back towards an energy healer. I haven't heard much about from it since, but she wasn't really looking for a natural substitute to the SSR, the proton pump inhibitor that she was taking. But the one thing that I didn't find out from, and I haven't got it here, is absinthe. Absinthe. I never can say that one. Absinthe. Absinthanthum. You always,
Sure.
yeah, no, you know which one I'm talking about. The one for reflux.
Either you're talking about the green exotic liqueur from Paris.
No,
That
I'll give you heartburn. Or what's the other one?
you're talking. Well, there's astaxanthin, or there's astaxanthin.
That's the one.
Astaxanthin is an antioxidant, high antioxidant that is
Digestive bitter too. Eh? Yeah,
digestive bitters is a nice way to get things going.
Yeah, but it that's one that definitely is good for acid reflux. So for somebody that I know, a lot of people do have
probably.
No, I mean from my biomed situation, this is the one, and I have a little sample of it here. So I'm giving it to my husband because he's been having some digestive issues. He doesn't like the taste, but he's a bit of a whiner when it comes to stuff like that. I'm just like, take it, I don't care. But yeah, so that's one that can be taken for stuff like that. I'm just trying to figure out where it is. It's they might not even have it anymore, to be honest, but it was a sample that I was given a while back.
So we'll research that, write that down. We'll research it for next week. So we'll be talking about the different types of enzymes, perhaps even the different types of products and the product makeup of the different enzymes and how to use them. And then the up and coming enzymes that have to do with the anti-inflammatories and the fibrogen breakdowns as well. Because you love seeing fibrogens in live blood.
Not really. Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, yeah, I do see the fibrins in live blood, and it usually tells me that there's some liver stress going on and some issues that we want to make sure there's not poor digestion, basically, is what we're looking at. Perhaps a constipation kind of picture, or somebody that's not on a regular going poop regularly kind of situation. So we do see this in live blood, and
or
you know, there's
leaky gut as well.
Yeah, we can see. I don't like to diagnose by any means, but there is indications of like that extreme poor digestion, where we can indicate towards proteins that are not being digested properly. And of course, when, as a result, if you're not digesting your proteins, it goes into your large intestine and sits there and ferments. And actually, this is another very cool phenomenon that I actually seen with my husband last week, that he wasn't digesting proteins. I don't feed him protein meat very often anymore, but when he does, he doesn't digest it properly. And he had 2 days of feeling like he was hungover. And I've actually had clients come in and say, I don't drink, and yet I felt like I was drunk. So this is a really cool, not cool, but it's a really odd phenomenon that comes about as a result of the fermentation in the gut when you haven't digested proteins. And you actually get that alcoholic kind of feeling in the body, like you're drunk, basically, because you are fermenting food. And you can get that hangover kind of feeling as a result as well, too. So this is, again, very kind of, I think it's kind of cool. It's not cool for the person going through it, obviously, but it is something that's out there. And I've seen it a couple of times now. And like I said, my husband, he's like, it kept saying, and he doesn't drink at all. Like he hasn't had any beer or anything for years. And he was saying, oh, I feel like I'm hungover. I don't know. And it was after he had a craving for meat and steak, I think it was he had, and just didn't digest it properly. And I'm thinking, oh, bingo, there it is right there. So This is why I started him on the absinthanthum, that herbal bitters, and to see, because when he does have a meal with meat in it, I'm going to give it to him and see if that's going to help for sure. What do you think of that, Dana? Your brain's working hard, I can tell.
Amazing. So amazing. So next week, the 5-day hormone detox. So join me on either page or in my inside group within my Wise Divine Woman private group. So each day we're meeting and I'm giving you some instructions and some wisdom, and we're going to understand and dig deep about hormones and change our diet and mindset. So that's from the 1st to the 5th. On the 8th, I launched my 12-week hormone detox as hormone transformation. And but that is all for next week as well. So listen up for that. And you have lots of things starting next week as well.
Yep, Monday we start our shred
and I
again.
think it's very safe, and I know both of us. Yep.
Yep, Monday we start our shred.
But yes, I must.
Yeah, you're breaking up pretty bad, love. So I think we'll cut it off there.
I know. I'll let you go. Yes.
Okay. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see everybody Monday morning. Get ready. If you have any questions about how to start, where to start, what to do, reach out to us over the weekend. We'll set you up with grocery shopping and foods that you should have on hand and all these other wonderful things. All right. Take care.